Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 in our statistics course. The purpose of this video, and I'll say the announcement that this is attached to, is to let you know what week 4 is going to look like a little bit. Again, I am doing my best to publish stuff as quickly as I can. I'm just trying to make it as good of quality as I can as I'm doing it. So I appreciate your patience. I've had also those of you who have reached out to me to help me fix things, like if there's a typo or a setting that's incorrect on a progress check. Thank you so much. You're helping me make this course better for you, better for all the students in this class, and also better for future classes. Okay, so coming down to module 4 this week. So discrete random variables. So we're starting to talk about what is a random variable? What does it mean for something to be discrete or continuous, which will be the next module? I will go ahead and mention that this week there will be 2 modules. So chapter 4 and chapter 5 in our textbook, the content that we're covering in it, we're not covering all of the content, I should say. So for chapter 4, we are covering sections 4.1 to 4.3. So for chapter 4, all of the content and I should say the learning content and the progress checks and the CYU discussions are posted. You will see at the end of this week, there will be some more challenges in Excel. So as a reminder, those Excel challenges, I make videos for to try and break down exactly how to use Excel. Those of you who have reached out to me for extra help, thank you. In fact, I was just on Zoom with one of you to like work in Excel together and figure it out. So I really appreciate y'all reaching out and asking for help. I'm happy to help. That's what my job is. So please let me know. But based on feedback I'm getting from some of that, I'm going to break down the videos even more. I will zoom in on the Excel sheets more because thank you. Someone pointed out too, it's really hard to see that small. So I'll zoom in so you can see those functions better and stuff too. That's a side note, but so you will see some challenges opened here as well. And then eventually the module 4 wrap up. Module 5 will also open this week. So module 5 is continuous random variables. So in fact, if I go into our book really quickly just to show you what I mean, and I'm just using this method to get into our book. So chapter 4 practice. So chapter 4 is discrete random variables. Chapter 5 is continuous random variables. So in chapter 4, we are covering 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. Okay. In chapter 5, we will not cover all of chapter 5, and you'll see in module 5 which ones we are covering. But because 4 is the only one released, I'm just letting you know. So 4.3 is where we're going in chapter 4. And then we're going to jump into module 5. And again, module 5 will open this week. So you will finish module 4 and start/finish module 5 in this week, week 4. I will also mention for future weeks, it's more likely you'll have 2 modules per week. But again, I say it's 2 modules instead of 1, but it's the same amount of content. So if you remember chapters 1 and 2 and 3 all had a lot of content. There was a lot of, like 2, I think had 7 sections to it that we covered. Yeah, 3 also had 5. So as a reminder, I don't know if you've ever clicked on the ones that we don't cover, but this is like an activity that it's asking you to do. So feel free to do that if you want to, but I don't include that in our content modules or in our pages. So anyway, I feel like now I'm off on a tangent, but I'm hoping you get the idea that we're not covering all of chapter 4, so there's less content in chapter 4. So we are also starting chapter 5 this week. And then the rest of the semester, we'll kind of, I'll say pace it like that with how much content we have left from each of the chapters. Okay, coming back over into here. Actually, that may have been all I wanted to say. So, because module 4, again, we're starting discrete random variables. These things are all due by Thursday. So November 20th is Thursday. The challenges that will open for this won't be due until later. So those won't like pop open tomorrow and be due Thursday. But as a reminder, you're allowed to submit things late for no late penalty. So if you are jumping on and you, for example, just now see that there are things due on Thursday, it's okay if you can't do them by Thursday. Do them when you can. Of course, at least by the end of the semester. And be aware that if you leave a lot, it might be difficult to squeeze all of it in last minute. So do your best to stay with the pace of the class. But again, there is no late penalties for assignments because I'm essentially having to be flexible with opening assignments, which means y'all are having to be flexible with doing assignments. So I wanted to make sure that the due dates are guidelines. The due dates are not like concrete, you will have a penalty after that. Okay, so that's just an update here. Happy week 4. If I notice something coming up in discussions or some questions coming in, I can make another video. And as a reminder, I always have student hours on Wednesdays right here from 3 to 4. So if you are having issues in Excel or you would just like some extra help with any of the assignments or you just want to say, hey, feel free to pop in. I'll be in there tomorrow from 3 to 4. All right. Have a good rest of your Tuesdays.